Hey guys, yeah, I'm doing this on my new GoPro Hero 9, so I do apologize if I kind of move it around a little bit or touch the side here because it likes to go off. The screen goes off. It just starts off a little bit and shows you how everything is while you're recording, and then it likes to kind of go off and just let you record from there. And I'm just making sure everything's set there. But anyway, I wanted to come on here and talk about what's been going on in the news lately and this whole situation with Trump and his family and those associated with Trump and everything they've been going through, from being taken to court because of his involvement in the insurrection, being taken to court because of fraud, being taken to court because of him trying to overturn the 2020 election and trying to prove that it was fixed and everything. you know I want to talk about the fact, and what I'm about to say. First of all, I say with all due respect, no offense. All due respect, no offense. But I want you to think about the common theme each of these have. The common theme each and every one of these situations that Trump's being put through has. And that common theme, and I say this with all due respect, no offense. Again, all due respect, no offense. The common theme is that each person that's been put in charge, whether it's a case against him for fraud, a case against him for involvement in the insurrection on January 6th, or basically a case against him in trying to overturn the election, I want you to notice that the common theme each of these have, and I'm probably not the only one that sees this, but the common theme that these all have is it's women being put into positions to make the final decision. Whether they're judges, whether the people that are taking, Trump to court and everything, they're all women. And again, I say this with all due respect, no offense. All due respect, no offense. They are all women. And the reason I believe, that for a fact, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I could be wrong. But the reason I believe that to be a fact is because of what Trump did in the past. And this is a prime example publicly of your past coming back to bite you. Because remember, in the past, even before he was president, Trump talked down upon, or talked down to, I should say, and talked down upon, as well as mistreated women of all kinds. Those that worked for him, those, those that worked for him, those that associated with him, were lawyers for him, whatever, he would talk down upon them, or even mistreat them. And some would even accuse him for worse. And Trump, basically, let's be honest, I don't think he's publicly apologized for what he's done because of his actions, or these actions that, he's been accused of, and rightfully so, because there is truth to them. It's coming back to bite him now. It's coming back to bite him. And the way it's coming back to bite him is during this election, this upcoming election, and even the previous one. Because you can't tell me in 2019, and even at the end of 2018, but mostly in 2019 and throughout 2020, especially during COVID, you can't tell me for one moment that these people saw an opportunity to get Trump out of office by bringing up all these things by bringing up certain things that may or may not have been true, that were connected to him, as well as even mostly blame, the effects of COVID, because at first, let's be honest, he didn't take COVID very, very seriously until he got it himself. And the lesson learned was, hey, this is very serious, and that's when he started to take it serious. But they're also blaming the effect COVID had on the U.S. on him because he didn't take it seriously. So to me, you take those situations that they gathered upon him, back then, as well as those same situations now, along with the other things that he's being blamed upon. And again, you take a look at that common thread and pattern of who's being placed in charge gender-wise. And again, I say that with all due respect, no offense. You take a look at being put in charge gender-wise, or being put in that position of power. From what I've seen, it's all been women. It's all been women. And to me, Trump in this case, and hold on a sec while I do something. Trump in this case has no one but himself to blame. He has. I'm just checking. I just turned on the screen again just to check the time here, how much time I have. But again, like I said, Trump has no one but himself to blame. He has no one but himself to blame for what is going on because of what he's done. And I'm surprised he hasn't really pieced that all together and be like, oh, wait a minute. A lot of these people that have been put in charge of trying to get me off the ballots, get me to pay a huge fine and everything for what I've done, or try to get me behind bars. A lot of these people put in charge of that has been women. I wonder. I wonder if there's a reason for it. And again, I'm surprised he hasn't figured out that reason, being like, oh, maybe it's because I mistreated and talked down upon them before I became president. That might be it. And and again, if he'd only realized that, and pray to God he does eventually, I think the best thing he would need to do, and maybe somebody will bring it up to him, and maybe he will think about this. But again, I'm not Donald Trump. I'm not part of his team. I'm just saying, hey, look, I'm just hoping and praying somebody does bring it up, or brings up the pattern and everything of what's going on. Hopefully, maybe eventually someone figures it out for him, and maybe he figures it out himself or something, and he comes out maybe and during one of his rally speeches says, hey, or one of the debates comes out and says, first and foremost, I know, maybe he just comes out and finally admits, hey, from his own opinion, from figuring things out, maybe he comes out and admits, hey, look, I figured out what's going on here. I now understand why I'm being put through all this. I get it. So I want to first of all, foremost, apologize for the way I've mistreated women and talked down upon them in the past, because now I understand that that's probably the main reason why I'm being put through this. So I do apologize to all ladies and all women out there, for what I've done. I was wrong in it. In fact, and if he wants to, this would be a good way to kiss up. Say, in fact, I'm even thinking of hiring, even choosing a female to be my vice president because I feel she'll be a strong president after I step down, or something like that. That's what needs to happen, in my opinion. Maybe that's what needs to happen. He just, maybe he needs to make that decision. I don't know, but it's just what I see. Again, I could be wrong about it. I could be absolutely 100% wrong about this whole situation. And maybe it is what people are saying could be the truth. But we'll have to wait and see. But let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think maybe I'm onto something here? Or do you think maybe, it's all me just grasping for straws and maybe everything we're hearing is indeed true? Let me know down below in the comments as well as on the live chat during the premiere. Like the video. And until next time, I'm out.